I said was that it was this new breed of Nollywood cinema. Taxi Driver, Wedding Party, Wedding Party 2.
Exactly.
Shout out to my friend Donna Mope, producer.
Yes,
I just like to slip that in there all the
in there
time.
while you're at it.
Because I'm so proud of him. But Isakin is part of this new Nollywood
Yes.
where everything is made for cinema. It's much bigger.
Yeah.
And the quality has gone from here to here, right?
Of course.
What is it like? Dakore, you've made 60 plus films?
Oh yeah, more like 80s. Now we're
You've
getting
made
to the hundreds.
2 million films.
I want to go so far, but yeah. I've been
Dakore
there
has
for
made
a minute.
an infinite number of films.
Yeah.
What's it like doing films like Isakin now, or last year, or the year before when you made it, compared to the films of back in the day, even though back in the day wasn't even that long ago?
It wasn't that long ago. I mean, the industry is really just coming up to 30 years.
Yeah.
So it's still very young. It's a very, very young industry. But, you know, with technology, it really just pushed everything that much, you know, further, faster.
Absolutely.
And, you know, we've been able to adapt and, you know, bring more quality to the table. I think that's a real difference. I wouldn't say so much in the stories, because we always have great stories coming out of Africa. But it's just how do we present those stories in such a way that it can travel,
Yes.
you know, so that, you know, people in America can watch it and people in London can watch it and appreciate it. And apart from that, even we as Africans, we watch cinema from all over the world, you know, and we appreciate it. So why not, you know, make it in such a way that it's of an international standard that we can all be proud of and get behind.
Exactly.
So Isoken definitely was at the, you know, one of the films like that. I was also in 50. 50 opened at the BFI here in London.
Yeah.
We showed it at the Ritzy.
Another great
You know,
film,
another
yeah.
great film. So there are those films, there are those stories, and it's only going to get better.
Absolutely.
And, you know, I feel like we need to, you know, honor our audience, you know, and not just give them crap. You know, we need to, excuse my French, but yeah, because our audience is really important.
Yeah.
And, you know, they expect a lot. They expect the best. So why not give them the best? And we have the best talent.
Absolutely.
The best talent.
Absolutely. And that's another thing, Timini, I was just going to say, you picked up on there, you have the best talent, and you don't want it to be a brain drain. You don't want great actors like yourselves to go off to Hollywood or come to the UK tag, but it goes for the grips.
Tony, we want to do that.
No, you don't want to do it anymore. Stay where you are. No
Stay
offense.
where you are, yes.
But you don't
at
want...
the same time, it's a big world. Like, even, like, look at Black Panther now.
Yeah.
It's just created this whole wave.
And A Wrinkle in Time.
And A Wrinkle in Time that just came out, you know, so it's creating this whole need for black representation in film, you know, and diversity was so beautiful, was so different.
Thank
Why
you
don't
very
we
much.
embrace
All of us.
that? All of us, well,
Yeah.
you are,
Me.
of course. I mean, look at you. That's
I know.
like
Thanks.
stunning. My
Yeah, you
goodness.
are actually beautiful.
I can't even concentrate. I can't even make sentences.
Sorry, I'm blushing. Sorry, but with film. Yes,
yeah,
film. Yes.
that, yeah. So
Very
and all
important.
that good stuff anyway.
So you guys are in London just to see me.
Just to see you.
Thank you so much for coming.
I mean,
I know.
Yeah,
I
all
mean,
the way. We flew all the way.
know.
She came in from
all the way
LA. I came in from
Yeah.
Lagos.
jet
to see-
lagged.
Yeah.
I haven't
see you.
slept. I was
Just
like,
to-
I have to see Afua. Like, if I don't see her, then my trip is not.
It's bad,
complete.
isn't it? It's
Yeah.
awful. It's awful.
But, like, for you, I'll do it.
Yeah,
Anything,
but you know,
anything,
and I
darling.
appreciate you
Oh, please do.
so much.
I do. I appreciate you.
And I appreciate you
Oh
appreciating
my
me.
God, this love fest.
It's too much.
Hi guys.
Sorry, I
Some of us-
just keep forgetting you're there. Happened when I saw you, just happening, and I'm
It's
sorry
fine.
about it.
I get that a lot. You
Yeah.
know, being like a brother to someone that's a superstar like this.
It's hard.
one of
It's,
those
it's
things
how
where
it's how Adras
tough.
feels all the time
Oh,
when he's
bless
with
him.
me. I
Yeah.
know. I'm
So
sorry.
I've
he doesn't
kinda-
even
Strong,
speak
he's strong, my
sometimes.
brother.
I've kind of gotten
Yeah.
used to it, but at least
It's
this time
okay.
No,
around,
but he's amazing. I mean, can we just
So
can we
funny
just
in
pause?
Isakin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
very
and just
much.
and then he's an MTV based sugar.
Excuse
Yeah,
me,
that's-
which
Here
is
for the
premiering
premiere.
tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Yep,
Also, what time's that? Because I'm coming. With
you didn't get the invite.
you said it's something about it in the post or
Post?
Did you change your address
something.
Hey,
Still the same. Wow.
though? Wow. I'll see
Wow.
I'll see what we could do about
I'll
that.
see what we
but,
can
but
sort it out
I
real
will
quick.
most definitely.
Yeah.
But yes, I'm here for the sixth season, the premiere of the sixth
Six
season of MTV
seasons
Sugar.
deep.
Yeah, six season
Wow.
deep, man.
Yeah.
And I'm really proud of where we've taken the story this time around. You know, the story went to South Africa and then
Yep.
it came back to Nigeria,
Yep.
and you know, it's a stronger storyline, pushing bigger conversations. And
Good.
it's a nice way to use myself as a vessel to actually make change. Because as an actor, you can just do normal drama and people will laugh, people would, cry. But being part of MTV Sugar, where you're actually touching lives and you're actually changing the conversations, is something that I'm really, really proud of.
That's the power
as an
of
actor.
film, the power of the media,
Absolutely.
and to set agenda. So we shouldn't waste it. It's a huge responsibility.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
And it's
so-
about using it in the right
In
way.
the right
Most
way.
definitely.
And to tell the right stories. Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
So MTV Sugar is premiering in London.
Yes,
Has it
it
done that
is.
before?
Yes, actually, yes. The fourth season was premiered in London. The fifth season was premiered in London also. We did the premiere in Nigeria last 2 weeks, and it was amazing. It was, but it's a global story, and we're trying to take it all over the world. So why not come London? There are a lot of young people here also that are clueless. The fact that you guys, no, it's true now.
true.
A lot of
It's true.
But
straight
it's
up,
true.
like,
It's true.
This is the generation
a lot of
we're
people
in.
are
It's true.
clueless, and it's because that these conversations are not put on the table. Like we just shy away from having these conversations.
Yep.
And one thing Sugar does, it actually breaks the ice, and it brings up all those conversations, and then people can talk. Because if you don't talk, you can't. If you don't talk about it, you can't really learn. And
Exactly.
you're just stuck with
can't
what you
change.
think you know.
And knowledge is power.
Yes, it is.
Definitely.
Yes, it is. Most
100%.
definitely.
Definitely.
Yeah, man.
So Dakore, tell me, do you remember what was your very first film?
Yes, I do. Silent Tears.
Yeah.
Yes, 99. Came out 2000. I played the lead. So talk about starting at the deep end.
Thrown in the deep
Thrown
end.
in the deep end.
Literally.
Literally.
Yeah.
And I managed to swim. I didn't sink. Peter Duce was my father-in-law, and he was just amazing. He really, helped me because there was a scene where I had to cry, and this was my first film. And he just called me aside and was like, "Look, I know you can do it. I don't know you, but I know you can do it." And I just turned on the water because I couldn't stop crying then.
Oh wow.
Because now, Peter
From one
Duce
extreme
said
to the other.
he knows me and that I can do it, so I had to do it.
Yeah,
This
yeah,
is Ebube Dike, you know what I mean? Like,
Do it.
with the voice and everything. I was like, oh my god, so I got a lot of support, and it was from female filmmaker,
Yeah.
Ememi-song, and from Silent Tears to the Playboy to She Devil, then Emotional Crack happened, and then everything just kind of
blew up from there.
and
I guess in
so
a film
grateful.
called Silent Tears, if you can't cry, you need
You
to be in a
need to
different
just
film.
not just think about your life all
Need
over
to
again.
be in a different
No, maybe
film.
not even do film at all.
At
I mean,
all.
come on.
What do you think about when you need to start crying?
It depends. It depends on
Or
the
do you
story.
pinch yourself? Or
Oh
do you...
no, I don't like to.
No,
to
no.
keep this stuff fresh. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? But I sometimes, depending on the story, if it's a really emotional story, then it's not hard. I can just access it that way. And then sometimes it's harder, and I just kind of think about stuff that makes me sad, or listen to a really sad piece of music,
Yeah.
and it just puts me in the zone, and then I just fall in. It's crazy. It's a very crazy alchemy that goes on when you're acting, becoming someone else.
Yeah.
It takes me a while to even get out of character, so I try not to jump into projects like one after the other.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I try and give myself a minute, breathe. let
Method
it-
actor.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I kind of go method on it, because you want to. You want people to feel this. You want people to believe that it's
you
real.
need to be believable.
So you have to be believable to the point that sometimes people see me and like, oh my gosh, she must be really mean, because I always play like really tough chicks. But then when people meet me, they're like, "Oh, you're the sweetest," and I'm like, "Yeah, that's a character. It's not me.
It's not actually
It's
me.
not actually me.
Yeah.
But I have
Film.
some certain
Yeah,
elements, and I think as an actor, that's what you're supposed to do. Just try and find the elements that are similar in your character, or maybe even not similar, but we all share the same human
the common
experience.
threads. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it helps to be empathetic as well,
Absolutely.
to actually feel people. And, I think that's part of what has kind of helped me with my humanitarian work and stuff, because I feel like, you already kind of inhabit other people's realities, so you have to adapt that to even understanding what they're going through, and that's why somehow I always just find myself doing all that kind of stuff, and it really makes me feel really fulfilled, because at a point it's like, what's the point? What's the point of all the fame?
Yeah.
What's the
Why
point
are we
of all-
doing
Why
this?
am I doing this? I actually had this conversation with God, and I was like, Baba, you need to sort me out, because I don't know, it's because it's a lot. You're out there in the public eye, you have no privacy, you have no, so it's like, what's the point? And then it was like, to shine light, and so it's really informed even the kind of films that I do, like, is it going to move the conversation forward, like Isoke, for instance, talking about a woman in her 30s who's successful and everything, but still
not
isn't
married,
considered, because she's not married, and that's why a lot of people resonated with it, so same thing with 50. My character was someone who, well, I don't want to give it out because I want people to see
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Go and see it on Netflix. We're trying to get It's Okay on Netflix as well.
Oh, please.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that more people can see it, and so just, those kind of roles that really shine light on what people are going through, the human condition, those roles really speak to me. So,
Yeah.
it's been great. It's been a great ride. And
Definitely.
looking forward to doing way more,
Oh,
producing
good.
my own content as well, so it's an exciting time.
Good.
Yes.
Timini, can you remember your first outing into acting?
Yeah, actually, I remember that was Tinsel. And the thing about it is, I didn't want to be Dakore's brother that was acting type thing. So I waited until she went for like a holiday, and then Tinsel just kind of like put out like an audition notice, and there were like 4,000 people there, and I'm like, let me even know if I can do this for real. At that point in time, I just rounded up my psychology degree in University of Lagos, and I went for the audition, and they were wild. And I didn't call my surname. Maybe they knew, but whatever. And I got the role, and then I fell in love with acting. Because that was one way that you can be different people, without actually going out of yourself, and from that moment on, I believe also Grace played a huge part of it, because a lot of people have talent, but
It's true.
it takes a lot. It takes
Grace.
God actually putting His hand on your matter for you to actually blow, as they say.
Absolutely.
And I've been lucky to be a part of like really good productions from 50 to Socket.
Yeah,
to
you came in at a really good time.
At them,
slumming
I was her
there,
PA.
Savannah.
I remember-
I didn't want to say, but
I remember like when she was grinding in Nollywood and doing all those Asaba and Enugu movies, I just used to carry her bags and I see them act, and I'm like, I could do this, and
but you waited until the come up was happening.
Don't mind him. Very sharp guy.
But
I don't mind.
It was divine timing.
Yes, and that's what we as the older ones do. There were
Pave
people
the
who
way.
people paved the way for me. So hey, I'll do the same for, and not just him, but this new generation of actors, and they're killing it.
Yeah.
And I would say I've cheated. I mean, it's not fair to other people because having Dakore, to call at 2 a.m. and say, D, yo, this is what's going on. I'm not feeling this character. How do you feel like? And she gives me 100%, and that has really, really helped to. Oh, guys.
Me too. What are they like?
But that has really actually helped
Wanted.
me, be the seasoned actor that I believe that I am right now.
But you also have talent. Wait.
Talent's it's got help, right?
It's gotta help.
You've got to have something
Of
there.
course, because then it's like you being Dakore's brother is not gonna help you.
No.
So you actually,
No.
but
It
you're not going
actually-
to put millions or 100 million, 200 million in your movie and cast Timini because he's Dakore's brother. You
No.
cast him
Can
because
he
he's a
do
good
it?
actor,
Can he
you know.
deliver? And
Yeah,
he can.
exactly.
And that's
I'm
the
really
beautiful
excited about
thing.
this season of Sugar because like my character is like the lead character, so it
So
gives
you're
it gives
taking over.
Yes.
it gives a lot of people a chance to see Timini in a different light, And I'll tell you about it, but what's the fun when you can actually watch it?
Exactly.
Well, I'm going to watch it tomorrow night at the premiere.
Do that. Yes. Make sure you get.
I
Why
just-
is there
just-
just air? I don't
This
understand.
isn't really nice. Pour me water.
Oh, so you think
Are you
Mr.
trying
Eat
to
is going to
segue?
save you?
No,
Save you.
no,
He's
no,
not
no,
going
no,
to.
no, no.
I'm going to take you to task
got
after
you,
this
I
quick
got
break.
you. I'll
Thank
sort
you,
you out.
Dakore.
Them feels hot when the sizzling Afua Dom is on the Metro Mix.
What do you like for breakfast?
Well, it depends what mood I'm in. If I'm happy, I like a little bit of porridge with banana because I'm feeling healthy. If I'm in a
Me, I like a bit of fruit. Nice apples, sliced apples.
I
a
love
banana.
a cinnamon and raisin bagel, some scrambled eggs, and a
I say nice English breakfast.
Salad, fruit, and orange.
I like wholemeal bagel with a bit of cream cheese on it and some bacon and then some avocado. And on the side, I like to have
Fried
grapefruit.
egg with bacon, with baked beans, toast.
I normally take my cocoa. Yeah, I'm a Ghanaian. I'm a typical Ghanaian, so I like my cocoa. I'm not too sure. I normally don't eat breakfast.
It doesn't matter how you like your breakfast, or you may not like breakfast at all, but you will love the sound of your radio when the breakfast is Afropolitan. Watch out for the new ABN Radio Breakfast Show with... Now that's a suspense. ABN Radio, London's Afropolitan radio station.
So I feel like you need to play something for me.
For you.
Oh, just for me and everybody else watching, but mostly for me.
Okay.
Yeah? Oh, he's singing right to me.
Yeah.
Wow.
If you have the name right.
Yeah, that's me.
No one serves brunch better than she does. Listen to Afua Adom on the Metropolitan Mix. She's sizzling.
Catch me, Afua Adom, on the Metropolitan Mix right here on ABN Radio, Monday to Friday from 10 a.m. till 2 p.m. Bringing you great music, great chat, and great vibes with celebrity interviews, lots of laughs, and the freshest tunes.
Consider that life wasted. Consider the heart ripped out of a family. Consider the potential never realized. Are these the things you consider when you carry a knife? It's not about street cred. It's about staying alive. Drop that knife, save your life.
No one serves brunch better than she does. Listen to Afua Adom on the Metropolitan Mix. She's sizzling.
That's right, you are still listening to me on the Metropolitan Mix on ABN Radio London's Afropolitan radio station. Timini and Dakore is still in the studio with me. Now, we were just talking about Egbuson and champagne.
Yes, that's the combo, man. Get with the program.
Why is it not here now?
Well, it's being prepared, you know.
Right.
And you know our food, how long it takes.
Yeah.
It's soul food. It's lovingly, you know,
marinating and
you know this.
And
they now chop the thing. Then after I now knock on with some champagne. Champagne.
I didn't know you were fluent in French, Dakore. That was beautiful.
I am multilingual.
That was beautiful.
I'm not playing with you people.
Oh, it was beautiful.
Anyhow, I can hang. Yes.
Oh, hold on. I've been given a very important note.
Oh, okay.
Right. What? It's a very important note from my boss.
Yes.
So how much champagne did you want, Daniel? It's not a clear number.
Oh my God.
It's bad.
What, a case maybe? What's your preference?
How many people work here?
Just me. It's only me and you drinking it.
One each? You take two? Okay.
I'll take, you know what? I'll take around 4.
Okay.
Yeah?
Okay.
Make sure I see you as long as you.
Good afternoon, Pastor Cynthia, if you are listening. It's always wonderful to acknowledge you here on ABN Radio. Thank you for all you do. We're streaming live on YouTube. Let's give a wave.
Give them away.
And we've got the lovely Stacey Amateng in this shot. Hello, darling. How are you?
From another mother. What?
Oh, how are you doing, my darling?
I'm doing awesome, my dear.
Yeah.
How are you? I missed you.
I missed you.
From last week. Yeah.
We had good fun last week.
I still remember how you say your name. My name is Afua Adom. It's been ringing in my ear.
Oh, I'm too British for you. I'm sorry. So you were out celebrating our lovely sister Denta last night. Yeah. Happy birthday, Denta.
You don't want to know, please.
That's why you have headache. I see you touching your head.
Denta, darling. Denta, darling. I'm not telling. You should have been there.
What happens on tour stays on tour.
Oh, yeah.
Next time, invite me.
Seeing is believing.
Hey, I can also do karaoke and sing.
Me,
I've seen. I have seen. So I have a question from a listener.
Oh, okay.
About the social impact. What's your view on the social impact of people with disabilities? And how many people have you seen with disabilities that have acted alongside you guys? That's a good question.
That's actually a very good question.
And in these days and times when we talk about the Me Too movement and we talk about the inclusion of women in the industry and treating them correctly, it should apply to everyone. Inclusion should apply to everybody across the board, right? So it's not just about women, it's about actors with disabilities, it's about, let's not forget, Asian actors are massively underrepresented across the whole industry. So what is your views on the social impact of people with disabilities, and have you acted alongside them?
Actually, I haven't. I can't say that I have, but I mean, I am aware that there are people and that's an issue in our industry. I remember, was it one of these films where they had little people in the film, but they used real actors, and didn't get the little people. And I remember that, you know, like, is it all right to say little people? Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, I wouldn't say the other one. So yeah, but the fact that I'm even sensitive about that shows that I know,
and you have to be.
And you have to be, because they're all part of our audience, and it should, you know, and that's why representation matters. You know, so it shouldn't be only about women, but you know, women. It's been a long time coming.
Absolutely.
So I feel like now that the Me Too movement is happening and people are thinking twice about how they treat women, it's going to trickle down.
I hope so.
It will, and we have to also be at the forefront of that, you know, because we know what it's like to be put down and you not having a voice. And then when you do have a voice, you have to become a voice for the voiceless.
Absolutely.
So I think, you know, that's really great, and, you know, maybe that's something I'm going to do in my own content and make sure that I, you know, include people who are excluded in society. I'm going to definitely think about that more. So thank you so much for that.
Yeah, that was a really good question.
I love that.
And actually, if I can add to that,
definitely.
In the new season of Sugar, we have 2 special people with special abilities.
Amazing.
So there's a lady, she's on a wheelchair, and there's another girl who has a what's it called, that leg? She has one leg, you know.
Oh, amazing.
And I was actually speaking with the executive of MTV Staying Alive, and she was telling me, Georgiano, that definitely in the new season, they're also going to include a bit more people, because at the end of the day, they are still very talented. We have a lot of them on radio in Lagos, and you know, they're doing, you know, really, really good jobs. They just need to be given the opportunity.
Absolutely. And that's great to hear of a series that hasn't just got one person, but you've got 2 people showing different kinds of people with special needs. So that's amazing.
That is amazing.
TV Base for doing that.
No, they're doing it. I mean, last time was about AIDS. What's the theme now?
AIDS, bullying, adolescent marriage.
Amazing. These are all timely issues.
Absolutely, for right now. And MTV Sugar always, like we said earlier on, you were talking about it, really hits these issues hard. And it's about bringing the issues to the forefront and making people have these conversations.
Yeah, and that's what it takes. That's what it takes. All these films, you know, all these series and stuff, they're well thought out. It's to start those conversations. I mean, it may not change overnight, but it starts people thinking in the direction to change.
Like we said, trickle down effect.
Trickle down, mama.
Definitely. So, Dakore, you've got 2 daughters.
I do. Believe it or not.
Would you?
I look at them and I'm like, where'd you come from?
Listen, I do that with my one all the time. Sometimes I ask her, sorry,
who are you again?
I'm sorry. Okay. Oh, you have punched me in the face. Okay. There we go. How old are they?
Thank you. They're 6 and 4.
Good ages.
Yeah.
Good ages.
6 and 4.
Now, would you encourage them to get into the entertainment industry to act? You sing as well,
yes,
which
I
almost forgot.
Don't.
What do you mean?
Yes.
I'm gonna have to ask you to drop some bars.
Jesus.
Did the kids say drop some bars, Timini? Did the kids say that?
Why would I know that?
Because you are under the age of 21, and I am just 22. Just yesterday.
Are you sure?
It was the day
You
before.
look 16, this girl.
Dakore, listen. Why are we best friends?
Because we are.
Because we are.
I know what to do.
Fams.
Right?
Famsa of life. But no, seriously, the kids are amazing, and you know, whatever it is they want to do, whatever it is, I will support. So it's, if they want to be doctor, good. If you want to be carpenter, wonderful. I'll take you to the best carpenter school ever. I'm not that parent that's going to say my child must do this, must do that. No, because our kids we're only custodians. You know, God put talent in them, and it's left for us to watch nurture them. What do they like? What are they drawn to? Because you don't want kids that are miserable because they're only trying to do what mommy and daddy says for half their lives, and then the other half of their lives they're so far gone they can't do anything. You know, so I'm not that mother. Anything they want to do, I don't care. I will support, because at the end of the day, it's their life.
And as long as they do it to the best of their ability.
To the best of their ability, I'm good.
That's it.
I'm like, anything goes.
Exactly.
Make yourself happy.
Exactly.
But already they have a lot of talent in the arts. I mean, my daughters are dancers and singers and entertainers. I'm just like, oh my God, these are too many me's.
Yeah.
That's what I was just going to say.
I'm telling you, it's the weirdest,
Why are you surprised?
Thing.
Why are you surprised?
That's a good question. I thought maybe my husband's influence would kind of, you know.
No, they came from you,
my
dear.
They were like, nah, like that, and I forget that.
No.
We're going to do what mommy does.
Exactly.
And I guess seeing me also going out there, going for it, and, you know, it's also encouraging them. And I think for girls, you know, it's important, very powerful to see a mom going out and working.
Co-sign,
because there's nothing like seeing it. Kids don't necessarily listen, they watch.
Yeah.
So if they see mommy going out there to hustle to get what she wants, they're going to learn that they have to do the same thing to get theirs. And that's the way we need to change the way we raise our girls and the way we raise our boys as well. Because the world has changed. And that's part of why there's such a flux between male and female, because, you know, what the males have seen, their fathers do in comparison to the way the world is now, and the fact that women are more empowered and outspoken. That's why there's all this domestic violence and all of this stuff, because it's like, I can't deal. This is not what I expected.
Yeah, not what I'm
but
used to.
Exactly. But that shift has occurred. So whether you can't deal or not, you're going to have to.
This is the world we live in
exactly.
now.
So it's the way we raise our kids now that will prepare them for that future tomorrow, so that we have a better society.
Yeah, and we need that.
And we need that desperately.
Do you take the girls to work with you?
I do. I have actually. I have, but I try to kind of keep them away in a way, just because they're in school and whatnot. But I even on Isoke, I brought them to the set, and they were so well behaved. They were, like it shocks me sometimes, like
because at home you're like, hold on, you don't do this at home.
But when they're out, they're just really so well behaved, and it's good. They're good girls, and so it was nice to have them there, just seeing what mommy does and really appreciating it. And then when they see most of my films they can't watch because it's too,
Yeah.
I did try to do a film called Lunchtime Heroes, and it was kind of geared more towards the younger generation. So that's something that I've let them watch, and they were like, "Oh my God, mommy, you played a principal. You were so mean." But no, they're very much aware of what I do. I mean, they see makeup artists come to the house, get me all dolled up, and so they're seeing it. They're like, "This is my mama." I be like, "Say she gets small, so I got."
And I bet they go to school.
Yeah,
because my daughter does this, and she's shamed me every day.
Really?
She goes to school and she's like, "What does your mummy do?" And my mummy's a nurse, or my mummy's a dentist. My mummy's on TV.
Yes.
My mummy probably talks about your mummy.
How old is she?
6 going on 60.
I hear you.
Yeah, it's a real problem.
You.
Yeah.
Oh, bless them. Though.
I know, you've got to.
They're amazing.
Oh, bless them.
They're amazing. We're blessed to have them and to have careers as well. It's a thing of pride and a thing of joy, you know. I think it inspires a lot of people as well. You never know, just think, "Oh, she can do it, I can do it."
Exactly, and that's what it's about, isn't it? It is. Yes. So, Timini, you've got the premiere of Sugar tomorrow night taking place. You'll be on the red carpet with me, looking amazing and fabulous.
I'll try my best.
And then what's happening for you after that?
I'm trying to extend my ticket, to be honest, because last time I came to London, I wasn't able to do like a meet and greet, and a lot of my fans weren't happy about that. So this time around, I'm trying to see if I can make that happen.
Oh,
and
nice.
just see what's going on.
Hashtag time of your life. I like
Hashtag
it.
watch Timini.
So there we go. And Dakore, what about yourself? What have you got going on?
Well, I just wrapped Castle and Castle, which is Nigeria's first legal drama series. With R&D, no less.
Ali McBeal.
Yes, you hit the nail right on the head.
Listen, girl.
Yes.
Need some PR, you come to me.
Yes.
Right? I'm there for
it's
you.
like Ali McBeal, Boston Legal.
Nice.
Yes. Very smart, witty. I just hope. I can't wait for you guys to watch it. We do.
Listen,
some
I
stuff.
get it already. Don't worry about me.
Yeah. So we were on set for 3 months. We shot from November till we wrapped in early February. I have a new film coming out. It's called New Money. It's coming out in the cinemas on the 23rd of this month.
Nice.
And the premiere is this Sunday. So I have to make sure I get myself back home so I can be there.
Yeah.
And then so I have lots of other projects. Another film coming, the C&C film that opens later on in the year. I have my own project that I'm currently working on. So
it's all
lots
bubbling.
of great things. Yeah,
nice.
I'm blessed. I can't even complain. I mean, for 5 years I wasn't working when I went to nurture the family, and to be able to come back strong and doing all these really great projects, I'm really blessed, and I can't complain. God is awesome.
Amazing.
Number one.
Guys, it was so much fun to have you in the studio, honestly.
Fun.
And Stacey as well.
Yes.
Hello, darling.
Yeah. I'm seeing you soon.
Yes.
Yeah, we are here.
Hey.
Yeah.
We do.
I'm treating London well.
Yeah, London. Is London treating you well?
I am treating London well. London
that.
can treat me well. Hey. I'm treating London well.
So, Dakore and Timini, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for having us.
Come back and hang out.
Oh, for sure.
You know where I am.
Now that we know where you are.
Exactly.
Now you go tired.
And we're best friends. So the 3 of us.
Yes.
I'll see you tomorrow for the whole premiere
Most
thing.
definitely. I'll pick you up.
Yeah.
Sort it out, mate. Sort it out.
It's brilliant. I'll get my dress sorted. Could you get a haircut? Would that be? Oh, could you?
Hey. But he just did. No.
Oh, is that?
You know,
I will change it fast.
I don't think she wants to come.
Fast.
I don't think she wants to. I don't even think you want champagne tonight.
That's And I
So,
should we give her?
No, I don't think so.
So this is fresh. It's
I
fine.
don't think so.
Just there's a little round the.
It's fine.
Did he slip on
It's
there?
fine.
His style, his
It's
guy.
fine.
Oh, guy.
I don't know.
You know, with old age, you know.
I am. It's true.
I love you.
Oh, I've
Love
got
it.
to go.
Love it. Love it.
Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you.
No
Bye.
one serves brunch better than she does. Listen to Afua Adom on the Metropolitan Mix. She's sizzling.
Hi, this